So here we have a cat that's under anesthetic. Basically, she's just been spayed, and this video is just to show you how we extubate her. Extubating is a term that we use for removing the endotracheal tube. The endotracheal tube is a tube that we place. You just bring that closer. It's a tube that's placed in the mouth and down into the trachea to help them breathe, and it's how we administer the anesthetic agent and the oxygen. This tie is normally tied in place to keep the tube fixed, but because we've already turned off the anesthetic gas and we're trying to get her to wake up now, we've undone the tie. We've also, this little section here is a cuff. It's something that we use to put a little bit of air around the tube to help keep it secure in the trachea. That has been released, so there's nothing keeping the tube in place. The cat, if you see me touching her, she's starting to blink her eyes because she's starting to come around from the anesthetic. We still have her attached to the anesthetic monitoring equipment, and we're just keeping an eye on her, and we're waiting for her to get a little bit lighter in terms of a plane of anesthesia so that we know that it's safe to remove the tube. It's a little bit of a kind of a situation where you don't want to take the tube out too soon, and you also don't want to take the tube out too late, because if they're very, very awake, it can be a little bit uncomfortable for them to have the feeling of the tube removed. But you also don't want to take it out too soon, because you like to be able to have the airway available in case there's some sort of issue in recovery, because a large proportion of anesthetic problems actually happen during the recovery phase. So here I'm touching her ear. Can you see? She's flicking her ear now. She's starting to wake up. She doesn't like that because she can feel it. Her pupils are starting to dilate as well a little bit. They were very, very small before. And if I check her jaw tone, it's still a little bit slack, but there's starting to be tone with it. So at the moment it's still too soon to take the tube out. So we're back again, and basically with kitty cats, the ear flick, and she's actually starting to stretch her legs as well. She's starting to actually have tone in her body, starting to come around and be more aware. So she's giving me resistance now. I can't actually open her jaw anymore. So it's time to remove the tube. So I'm going to disconnect the oxygen. I'm going to lift her little head up and just slowly pull the tube out. And now we keep her here in recovery, and we can place an oxygen mask as well to keep her oxygenated. But she's definitely now coming around. She's starting to move her head a bit. And it's very important that at this stage she's monitored carefully, that someone is with her all the time. They're watching her breathing. They can also have a hand just for safety's sake, to feel the heart's going nice and strongly. And she won't be left alone at all until she's actually able to hold her head up and sit up and move her head around. Because sometimes in this phase of recovery, if the animal's not able to position itself, they can actually stop breathing or close their airway by lying on their faces. So this is the phase really where it's very important that they're monitored and they completely are self-sufficient and aware of their surroundings.